Ms. Bautista.
Go around the other way for me.
Roy. You are
All right, folks, buckle up, because what's about to unfold isn't just another day in court. The judge is facing Jasmine Bautista, accused of not one, but two explosive charges, assault and terroristic threat. Now, that second charge. It's no joke, it means she allegedly threatened deadly violence against family members. In Texas law, that can carry heavy time and fines, and it instantly raises the stakes. Think about it. Family disputes are messy, but when gunshots enter the picture, the courtroom tension skyrockets. So ask yourself, what would push someone to threaten their entire household? Let's dive into how this all spiraled out of control.
Jasmine Bautista. Ms. Bautista, you're charged with two cases. You're charged with assault of a family member. You're also charged with terroristic threat of a family or household member. On both of those, you're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present during any questions and interviews of the state of Texas. If you cannot afford a lawyer will be appointed to represent you. Okay.
Officer conducted follow-up investigation at 1505 Serpentine Drive, San Jacinto City in Harris County, Texas. Officer traveled to the residence and observed approximately a couple bullet holes, and the complaining witness advised that on August 25th at approximately 1:40 a.m., a dark-colored Dodge vehicle opened fire on the residence. No injuries were sustained. Complainant 1 advised that her brother's wife, later identified as the defendant, had recently made threats against the family. The complainant advised that her brother, complainant 2, and defendant had a fight on August 18th that escalated into a physical altercation. The complainant and other family members tried to separate them, and the defendant threatened to kill the entire family. The defendant threatened to have her brothers come and shoot all of them. The complainant, the defendant's husband, told officers that during the argument on August 18th, the defendant attacked him. The complainant advised that this was when the defendant threatened to have her brothers shoot and kill the entire family. Complainant believed the threat and fears for his life and his family's safety. Officer was given a video of the incident showing the defendant grabbing onto the complainant's leg and yelling, "You're all going to die, bitch, you and your fucking..."
Whoa. Did you catch that? The defendant allegedly screamed, "You're all going to die, you and your kids." That's chilling. In the eyes of the law, words like these aren't just heated arguments. They cross into criminal territory called terroristic threats. Why? Because the complainants genuinely feared for their lives, and that fear was later fueled by actual gunshots at the home. Imagine being in that house. Every shadow outside, every sound, could feel like the end. And here's the kicker. Prosecutors love video evidence, and there's footage showing Bautista grabbing onto her family member while making these threats. That's a nightmare combo for the defense. What do you think? Can you ever defend words that terrifying in front of a judge?
Kids.
That statement, "you're going to die," say that last statement again.
You're all going to die, bitch, you and your fucking kids.
You meaning the complaining witness, which is,
I believe it was the
Zamaripa?
I believe. There's two complaining witnesses. There's the defendant's husband and then the defendant's husband's brother or sister, my apologies.
Okay, so it's the sister-in-law. So Ivan is the husband. Are you currently married to this person? Okay. Did I hear you say anything about the assault? What did you say about the assault? No, you were, that was just the terroristic threat.
In there, it says that there was a video of the defendant grabbing the complainant's leg. And then and there was also a physical altercation that they had to get involved in, separate them.
Okay, well, tell me about the assault. There has to be some kind of.
Can I have a response when he's done with that? Yeah.
Absolutely.
Let me see if I can find the OR, Your Honor.
Sure. Yeah, I have here, it says, on August 18th, 2024, the defendant, Jasmine Bautista, and the complainant were arguing and they were physically fighting. Raquel Zamarripa stated she saw the defendant scratching her brother. Raquel stated that she got involved to try to stop them from arguing and fighting, and that is when the defendant began screaming threats to her. The complainant and the other household members that she was going to have them all killed. The complainant statement, she believed the defendant could and would perform these threats.
Yes, Your Honor, there's that, and then when she grabbed the complainant's leg. So there's that first physical altercation where they had to intervene, as well as whenever she grabbed the complainant's leg.
Okay, so let me just read this to you so that you also get this. It says, affiant spoke with Ivan Zamarripa, the complainant, on or about August 29th, 2024. At the Jacinto City Police Department, Ivan stated that he has dated and lives with the defendant, Jasmine, for about a year. He stated that on August 18th, he was having a verbal argument with the defendant as she did not want him spending so much time with his family members, and that the defendant hit him and scratched him and bit him. Complainant stated a couple of his family or household members began to try to separate the defendant from him. As this was going on, the defendant screamed that she was going to have her brothers come to the residence and shoot all of them, and that they were all going to die. Complainant stated the defendant also stated she said they were all going to die, even their kids. Complainant stated that he took the threat seriously and was in fear of his family's life. And as of the date his residence received gunshots on August 25th, 2024, he is in fear of his own serious imminent bodily injury. Complainant stated the defendant caused him and his family members to be in fear of their lives and serious imminent bodily injury. Complainant stated the defendant's assaults caused him pain and injuries. He showed photographs of his injuries from the night of August 18th, 2024. Affiant notes there were several fresh scratch marks on the complainant's back, chest, face, arm, and eye. Affiant also saw 3 fresh bite marks on the complainant. Complainant showed affiant of the incident where the defendant is holding on to the complainant's leg while she is sitting on the ground, and the complainant is trying to get away, and I heard her screaming, you're all going to die, fuck your kids. Affiant looked up defendant's driver's license number, yada yada, compared it to the video, and positively identified the defendant as Jasmine Bautista.
Yes.
What do you got?
Your Honor, the very same day that this happened, she went to the hospital for her injuries that were caused during this incident. She filed an assault charge. I think it's one of those situations where they file first. I have tons of pictures showing injuries all over her body. There were 6 people, family members of the defendant, that attacked my client at the house. They all attacked her, even the complaining witness on the assault here. Your Honor, if she grabbed her leg, I don't hear any statement that it caused her pain or anything to that degree that would make it a Class A misdemeanor. It seems
Here it
like it would have been
says-
appropriately filed as a Class C.
No, I mean, it says here, where does it says,
Yes, Your Honor, the RIP was also performed as well.
okay,
And it says that the complainant called the police because the defendant was threatening her brothers that she would kill the complainant's family. And then the defendant was biting the complaining witness, scratching the complaining witness, hitting the complaining witness, and spit on the complaining witness's face. And that's what was listed as far as the assault in the RIP call.
do we know if that are they still communicating? Do they want to have contact or no?
Ivan wants no contact.
Okay,
And here comes the hammer drop. The judge isn't pulling punches, issuing a strict protective order, banning weapons, and warning Bautista that any violation could send her straight to jail. Notice the tone. It's protective, but also deadly serious. Judges do this because in domestic violence or threat cases, escalation can be life or death. Think about it. One ignored phone call could save you, one answered text could ruin you. And here's a takeaway for everyone. Protective orders are no joke. Violate one, and the consequences are instant. So, question for you. If someone you loved was both your partner and your alleged attacker, would you be able to cut ties completely? Or would emotions pull you back into danger? Comment below, because this is where law meets raw human weakness.
I am going to find that there's probable cause. Ms. Bautista, I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to have any contact with this person, not to be in possession of any weapons. I'm going to tell you now, I will do everything in my power to protect the city. If I hear that there's more gunshots, any kind of drive-bys or anything like that, it's just not going to go well. You're the one that's going to end up going to jail. So just for now, cut ties. Just go on. You have kids with this gentleman? Okay, it's wonderful. Just plenty of other fish in the sea. You know what I mean? Really, so many. Just please, there's a protective order in place. I would get to know it because if you violate the protective order, the state they will file additional charges against you. And then it's really going to go sideways. So please, no contact, no weapons. Okay. The protective order extends to him and to Raquel Zamaripa as well. Do you have any questions? So one more thing you need to understand is that the protective order limits you from going within 200 feet of where they live or where they work. So understand that you can't go over there. Even if he calls you and goes, hey, come on over, let's talk it out. I love you to death. Come on. No, if you go, you're still in violation, even if he were to ask you to go over there. So just, if he calls you, don't answer. Calls from an unknown number, hang up the phone. If he texts you, don't reply. Just, that's it. Give me questions. You have a great lawyer there. She will take care of you. She's junkyard dog right there. She really. So listen to her. She'll take care of you. I will waive your appearance, but you have to stay in touch with Ms. Sims, and she'll tell you when you have to come back to court. If she tells me she can't get a hold of you because you're playing games, I will issue a warrant for your arrest. You will not get any more PR bonds. I don't care what's going on there. You pick up a new case, you violate conditions, I'm going to put you in jail. I'm going to make the bond 10 to 15,000. And if you don't have anyone to bond you out, you'll be stuck like Chuck. So be careful, man. Okay. So for now, I'm going to have you sign a reset. Then we'll have you take a seat in the jury box. We'll get your bond conditions. We'll have you sign it, and then you'll be free to go. Okay. Thanks.
Thank you, Honor. Good to see you, Honor.
All right, friends, that wraps up today's intense courtroom drama. If you made it this far, thank you for watching and being part of the Final Word Court community. Every case we cover shows just how quickly emotions, choices, and consequences collide inside those four walls. Now, I'd love to hear from you. What do you think about this judge's decision? Was it fair, too strict, or just right? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And hey, if you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to hit that like button. It really helps more people find these real courtroom moments. Don't forget to share this video with someone who loves true legal drama. Finally, if you're new here, hit that subscribe button and join us at Final Word Court, where we bring you the raw truth, the drama, and the decisions that shape lives. Until next time, stay curious, stay sharp, and I'll see you in the next case.